Hi everyone, welcome to AI Marketing and Creator Tools, your number one place for all things AI. We have a super exciting video today because ChatGPT just announced their official iPhone app, and this is big news because if you've used ChatGPT before, you've only been able to use it on your computer, or you've had to use it in your web browser on your phone, and it's not really that integrated. But now we finally have that official app, so no more of the knockoffs that are all over the iPhone store, and we finally get the real thing. So yeah, ChatGPT just released this app yesterday. Yeah, brand new first look. I haven't been inside the app yet, so we're going to explore it together. But this is huge news. This is a big week for OpenAI. They're also releasing their ChatGPT plugins, which we will cover probably next week. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll do a closer look at that as well. First things first, make sure you download the correct app. There's all sorts of ChatGPT spinoffs in the iPhone store, like I just mentioned. So make sure you're getting the official ChatGPT app, which you can see here downloaded on my phone already. Now, I should mention that the app is currently only available for US residents and for iPhone users. So if you are outside the US or you have an Android, you won't be able to access this app just yet. But OpenAI did announce plans to release the Android version in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. So I'm just going to open it. And so first look, this is actually pretty cool. As every word is being typed out, there's like a little vibration, which I think is pretty cool on my iPhone. Okay, so now welcome to ChatGPT. This official app is free, syncs your history across devices, and brings you the latest model improvements from OpenAI. Lets us know it can be accurate and do not share any sensitive info. All right, so instant first look. We have ChatGPT 3 and ChatGPT 4. By the way, we just did a comparison on these, so make sure to go check out that video if you haven't already. So I do have ChatGPT Plus. So I also noticed if you do not have ChatGPT Plus, and you will only have free version, but if you have paid for it, you will also get access to ChatGPT Plus on the phone. So I'm just gonna type, hey, playing around with the new app. What are some cool new features you have? Let's see if ChatGPT likes to talk about itself. Oh, boo. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. ChatGPT would like to access your microphone. So this is a good point. I noticed that in a quick review and on OpenAI's website, they do mention that the app has been integrated with Whisper, so you can do voice commands. So let's try a voice command, so you no longer have to type it. Hey ChatGPT, how are you today? Oh, that's pretty cool. As an AI, I don't experience emotions. Are you smarter than Siri?
What did you just say?
So you can just do your voice commands, and yeah, so if you have any prompts or quick things you want to ask, it looks like Whisper is picking this up perfectly. Can you explain quantum physics like I'm 5, please? Okay, so I got a few words. You got the first word wrong, but that's fine. So yeah, it's working pretty well, just like ChatGPT would on the computer. Let's see, I can rename this chat history. I can pull up my history. Okay, so yeah, I'm noticing from my previous questions that I've had on ChatGPT that I've done on the computer, they're popping up. So your history does sync. If you do something on your phone or you do something on your computer, it will appear across all platforms. So that's pretty cool. So I can rename this chat if I want. I can delete this. It's kind of just a pointless one. And let's go to ChatGPT 4. So now that we have ChatGPT working kind of like a Siri, and I personally have had way more success with ChatGPT, and I almost never get success with Siri, let's try to ask some questions I would ask Siri.
Okay, what's your problem with me, dude?
I'm cooking dinner tonight. What should I have? Chicken piccata. It's a flavorful dish featuring chicken breast and lemon butter. Capper sauce. You can pair with some roasted vegetables. I would like the recipe. Can you give me that recipe? But I do have an allergy to... What's something I could say I have an allergy to? Salt. So this is pretty cool. So normally what I'd have to do is if I asked Siri this, I would go and go into Google, ask for a recipe, you have to click a link. And yeah, so this is kind of like all built into this app now. So this is going to be interesting to see if ChatGPT can take on Siri and Google Bard, who doesn't have a mobile app just yet. And by the way, we'll be featuring a ChatGPT versus Google Bard video in the near future, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Let me know down in the comments if you would rather prefer ChatGPT or Siri. Personally, I'm team ChatGPT, so tell me why you agree or why I'm wrong. Okay, so one thing that I also want to point out is ChatGPT does not integrate with your text messages. So if you go to your messages and you want to try to use ChatGPT as one of the apps, you actually cannot. ChatGPT is not an option here. So you can't integrate it in your text messages. So there won't be any like, hey, how do I respond to this message natively in the message app? So what you'd have to do is you'd have to go back to ChatGPT. Hey, so-and-so texted me this. Can you give me a response? Let's go back to the app and let's see what else. Let's go to settings. So I'm going to hit this button. You can't make subscription changes. That's fine. Data controls. Let's export data. Your account details and conversations will be included in the export. The data will be sent to your registered email. Okay. Interesting. So I'll export my data. Confirm the export, and we'll put that here on screen with that email. Okay, haptic feedback. So yeah, as I'm getting all these words and messages that are coming out, my phone is vibrating, so it's a cool little feature. I know that's kind of, some people on the iPhone don't like it, but I prefer it, so I'll keep it. Help center. So yeah, it looks like we kind of explored the app pretty quickly, and this should get pretty interesting because ChatGPT 4 just announced that you'll be able to soon use ChatGPT 4 to analyze images and memes and GIFs. So I'm going to be curious if we can see ChatGPT integrated within the messaging app and kind of how this is going to affect Siri. Because personally, I don't really use Siri that often because it usually doesn't pick up what I say or it doesn't give me relevant information.
Okay, this feels personal.
But now ChatGPT is voice command, and it's pretty easy to access within a few seconds. Another thing I want to test is one thing I do use Siri for is and you probably do this too, is setting timers and setting alarms for stopwatches, whatever you need. I want to see if ChatGPT can do that. So I'm going to ask, hey ChatGPT, can you set a reminder in 15 minutes that I need to take out the trash? So yeah, as you can see, this is what I thought would happen. It's not natively built into the phone, so Siri would win this round technically. So that's probably the one thing I do use Siri for. So yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say, off the bat, ChatGPT is going to be better for those hard-hitting questions, whereas Siri is really, for me, just going to be timers that if I need something set into my iPhone or put in my calendar timer, that will go Siri. But if I need some answers to some questions, that's probably going to be ChatGPT. So yeah, I hope you liked today's video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. This was just a first look. We're going to find out cooler ways to use it in the near future. We'll do a more in-depth tutorial. And yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of other tutorials on this channel. And we look forward to bringing you the newest and greatest AI information. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a nice day.